China has robot dogs too, robot dog fights. Yeah, man. Like, no, fuck this shit. Like, it's bad enough that they're like doing this kind of shit, but then you're also telling me that they're gonna have robots? Fuck that. Like, fuck that. No. Like, I don't accept that. Like, period. And any institution that has robot military, any institution is a demonic, evil institution. Period. Full stop. Like, no, I won't listen to any point on this. No, I'm not interested in a debate. Not interested. If you have a robot with a weapon that you are having inflict itself on citizens, you are evil. Period. Like, full stop. Your position is indefensible. I consider you a Nazi at like best. I consider you on that level. Right? And if robots, like if a protest was going on and a robot came out in order to do anything at all, and those protesters destroyed it, I would say, good. You did a good job. Well done. Excellent. Any society, any politician, anyone who supports this is the worst fascist you've ever met in your life. Period. Full stop. No defense. Like, I don't care. Destroy that robot. Destroy that stupid little dog. It's not property destruction. It's self-defense. Period. Like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in hearing like a counter argument. You're not maintaining order. You're not increasing the profile of the police forces. You're not increasing the tool set of the police forces. You're automating oppression. It's extremely obvious that that's what you're doing. Like, police drones, those dogs, a robot, literally anything that is automated, if it is just like walking around acting like it has authority over anyone, destroy it. You have the right to. It's literally self-defense. It's literally self-preservation. Like, do not accept these at all. Period. At all. And if they try to convince you that you should accept it, they are fascists. The worst fascists you've ever seen in your life. Ever. They are the Nazis. They are Mussolini. They are literally like Hitler-level Nazis trying to get Nazi robots to fucking oppress you. Do not accept it. Ever. Period. Ever. It's a way, and it's literally a waste of money. It's literally the worst. It's just a way for a psychopath to dominate you with a fucking robot, with like an automated robot. They literally want to remove moral conscience from the decision-making process. Absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Like, the very idea of it should be banned. The person standing up and arguing in favor of it should have their assets stripped, should be incarcerated for even arguing it. Like, that is how strongly I feel about this. Like, literally, you might as well stand up and tell me that it's okay to shoot my family and steal all my stuff. Yeah, there you go. We should convert these robot dogs into walking wheelchairs. There you go. There's a smart idea. Right? There's a smart idea. Why are we spending all this tech on these fucking dumbass robot dogs so that they can shoot us with tasers? Right? So that they can shoot out gas pellets and shit like this. That's exactly what they're going to be for. Like, are you kidding me? You're telling me that when mass protest begins, right? We've seen it. We've seen like the massive people and the police line. You're telling me that they're not just going to send a robot dog out to go out and shoot like gas pellets out? That's exactly what they're going to do. Like, you're nuts if you think anything else is going to happen with these dogs. Like, the fact that we're putting these dogs in front of people with, like, cheerleaders and, like, a stadium, and they're, like, dancing, and people are like, oh, boy, yeah, robot dog, haha, aren't they just lovely? That's fucking terrifying. It's terrifying that even one person in our society is going, ha ha about this. We should all silently be looking at that going, that is a demon that we are manifesting into the world. We're literally constructing a demon by tearing metals out of the earth, by draining the bones of our ancestors from the earth and squeezing and compressing them together and firing electricity through it so it comes to life so that it can oppress us and do violence to us without even understanding that what it's doing is obviously evil. It's a demon that we're creating in the world, and we should absolutely not be doing this. And the people who are doing it are demons. Fuck all of them. The same people who dropped nuclear bombs on civilian targets are making these things. Like, absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. One thing I really don't understand is how are these dogs a big revolution in robot surveillance suppression tech versus just a thing on wheels that have been around for a long time already. I think the big shift is the autonomous nature, right? That the goal of this sociopath class that rules us is to just have oceans of these robots who are just autonomously dominating and oppressing us, right? That the goal is to, because the true benefit of these robots is that they don't actually have self-preservation, right? That any self-preservation they have is simply like reactive to what you're doing. Like if you throw a bottle at one of these things, it'll be programmed to open fire on you. That kind of thing, right? But like, it's not going to have a problem marching into a group of like 10 people and telling them to disperse. And then if you say no, tasing people. It's not going to have a problem with that, right? Like if you go up to a police officer, a lone police officer, and say, walk into that group of 10 men, tell them to disperse, and if they fight back, tase them. He probably isn't going to do that because he has a base survival self-preservation system. He understands that if he does that, he's probably going to get the shit kicked out of him, right? Robot doesn't care about that. Like robot doesn't give a shit about that. It's going to walk in there. It's going to tell you to disperse. You're going to say no. It's going to start tasing. And even if you fight back, and even if you destroy it, and even if you dismantle it, mission accomplished. Every time you see one of these things, you know it's going to come over and fuck with you, right? And if it comes over and tells you to do something, you better do it because it will fight to the death in order to enforce its directive, right? Like it's beyond intimidation. It's beyond intimidation. Robots will fight to the death in order to get you to follow basic commands. If it tells you to disperse and you don't, it will fight to the death. And it will hurt people while fighting. And it'll start with tasers. And then it'll use live ammunition. That's what's going to happen. That's how these things will be programmed. It's the reason they're being built. Anyone who thinks otherwise is absolutely deluding themselves, which is probably the majority of the populace. Like, it's literally, I actually fundamentally believe this is true. It is going to take one of these robots opening fire on a crowd of people before people even begin questioning, do we need these things? That's what it's going to take for the populace. That it's not going to be until a robot opens fire. And then, of course, the media and the police will say, no, it was completely warranted. Even if the thing is like even though it's never warranted. Like, these things are fucking robots. They lack the ability to make decisions. They're programmed to kill. They're programmed to do that. And that's what they will be programmed to do. Like, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There's no other reason to have these things. Like, why else have them? Right? And for God's sakes, if you wanted to get like really evil and really dark about it, like if you wanted to think like a psychopath, right? So you would equip these things with guns that have live ammunition on them, right? Probably like a pistol, something easy that they could just like, or attach it to his arm. Straight up attach it to his arm so he can just go, right? Right? So this will be live, this will be taser, right? Or even worse, it'll just be in his fingers or whatever. So it'll be like live taser, right? Like it'll just be built in, right? Maybe he'll have like literally like gas that he can spray. Like fucking equip this thing with a flamethrower. Who gives a shit, right? So, and that's just like basic. And then why not equip this thing with like C4 charges that if it gets disabled, it just self-destructs and blows up, right? What a great deterrent. That's how they'll argue for shit like that. Oh yeah, people won't fuck with these things because when they fuck with them, they blow up and kill people, right? That's coming. Like, that's what these things are. Like, are you fucking kidding me? But yeah, look at it dance. Look at it dance. Look at it dance. Look, it's dancing, everybody. Isn't it so cute? Isn't it so cute to see this dancing robot? Yeah, no, it isn't. No, it fucking isn't. These things are terrorist tools. That's what they're for. And if they start to come into practice and into use, destroying them is your civic duty. It's what you should do. It's what everyone should do. And if anyone tries to stop you, they're a fascist. Tell me differently. Like, literally, you're taking a bomb and putting it on the streets and saying this is how we're going to police people. I don't accept it. And I think if you do, you're a goddamned idiot. Well, this has been this clip. Please like, share, subscribe. This is the shit we're dealing with. Give me money. Support people like me and stop supporting these fucking fascist losers. Stop clapping your hands every time Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos does anything. Right? They're not your friends. They're trying to make robots to murder you and your family. Like, get a grip. Good luck. We're gonna need it.